Hey, what's going on, everyone? So, I don't know about you, but I remember when E3 was a thing, right? And specifically, the one that really comes to mind is back in 2013, during the height of worrying about when the new generation of consoles were going to come out, and there was going to be constant online check ins, and that you weren't going to be able to use your console without an internet connection. And most of this was coming from Microsoft, and there was a ton of backlash. And of course, then Sony came in and started swinging, because I'm sure a lot of you remember this particular instance.
For instance, PlayStation 4 won't impose any new restrictions on the use of PS4 gamers.
And of course, we can't forget about this part.
In addition, PlayStation 4 disc-based games don't need to be connected online to play. Or for any type of authentication. If you enjoy playing single-player games offline, PS4 won't require you to check in online periodically.
And then, of course, there was the hilarious troll of this.
This is how you share your games on PS4.
Thanks.
Which now brings me to this, where Sony has lived long enough to become the villain. So let's get into this. Sony rolls out a 30-day online DRM check-in for PlayStation digital games. Players could temporarily lose access if they don't keep their consoles online. Now I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, Phantom, wait a minute. He was talking about physical disc in those E3 footage clips. And you're right, he was. However, that doesn't matter anymore because we're already seeing this happen with physical copies. Look at what Nintendo's done with their key cards. There's been numerous cases popping up where people are buying the disc and all it's doing is downloading the game. You know, I remember a time I bought a copy of Minecraft for my son during the PlayStation Vita days, thinking there was a game cartridge in it, and it was a download code, a little piece of paper download code. I thought I was buying a physical copy, but apparently I wasn't. Silent policy changes infuriates PlayStation owners, as it should. Let's go on. A few days ago, reports of a new DRM policy surrounding PS4 and PS5. Okay, so hold on a second. PS4, right here. This is kind of key. Wasn't that E3 about PS4? Did he not say it was never going to do that? Did I hear that right? Well, here we are in 2026. I almost said 2025. Sorry, I'm still getting used to it being a new year. Here we are in 2026, and it's affecting that very console. Sony lied to you. Sony lied to me. Sony lied to us. Anyway, many users are seeing a new 30-day online check-in. I mean, I guess it's better than every 24 hours. Requirement for the games. In the info page of an affected game, you'd see a new validity period and a remaining time deadline. At first, this seemed like a software bug. Let's be real. Why would you look at this and say it's a software bug? You know what these companies are doing now. But now PlayStation support has confirmed its authenticity to multiple users. Use your words, Phantom. PlayStation owners are furious about this change, as they should be. You should be pissed off. Sony lied to you, they lied to me, and they lied to us. I don't know how much more I can say it. They lied. Or maybe they didn't lie, but they sure as heck went back on their word. The new DRM on PlayStation update is a disgrace. This is a tweet by NickTech, by the way. Sony should make a statement whenever this PlayStation support message is real or fake. To the issue with this 30-day timer being applied to all new purchases isn't about having an active internet connection. But here, let's take a look at this tweet, actually. I'm kind of curious. Let's see here. But the concept of ownership. Sony has taken the rights away from users who purchase their games digitally. If you go offline for more than 30 days, you're locked from playing the game. You know, I ran into an instance here. I remember I wanted to play Stellar Blade. This was maybe like a couple months after it came out. I think there was a time where I can't remember if it was my internet that went out or if I think the Sony PlayStation servers were offline. I couldn't play. It wouldn't actually let me play. So believe it or not, that game does check. Just a fun little fact. Anyway, so this was from PlayStation support. Thank you for your interest on the 30-day timer that is being applied to all new purchases. Affected content, games purchased digitally after March. So this is affecting anything after March of 2026. Online functionality if the console does not connect to the internet within the 30 days, the license expires and the game may refuse to launch until a connection is restored. I don't want to read any more because I'm already getting pissed off. From what we've seen, this DRM is intended for digital game copies. It works by instancing a mandatory online check-in where you have to connect to the internet within a rolling 30-day window or risk losing access to the game. I'm going to stop right here because just because it's digital, no matter how you got the game, right? You bought the game, you went to Best Buy, right? And you bought the disc or you downloaded the game. In my opinion, not even just my opinion, you bought the game. It shouldn't matter how you got it. It shouldn't matter what format it's sitting on, whether it's on a disc or a hard drive. You bought the game. This having to check in every 30 days is outright ridiculous. Let's see here. Affected customers report that setting your PS4 or PS5 as the primary console doesn't alleviate the check-in policy either. I wouldn't imagine it would. No matter what, any game you download from now on will feature this new requirement, effectively eliminating the concept of offline play for even single-player titles. Sorry. This should really make you mad. Like, I know I've been seeing a lot of people talk about this issue, but I don't feel like people are getting mad enough. They're slowly stripping our ownership away, and we're letting it happen. And you know, this is a far cry from that E3 back in 2013. They were the unsung heroes back then during a time where Microsoft was really pushing this. And now they are pushing this not only on their new console, but on the very console they said they were never going to do it. Anyway, that's all I have to cover on this subject. If any more comes on in this, I will definitely cover it. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. And if you liked the video, please give it a like. And I will see you in the next video.